Hey guys, we are back with some more Seattle Emerald Empire franchise mode, and we're gonna have a fire sale right here for you guys right now, making more trades. I know we made a lot of trades in the last episode, but you know what? We got some more trades to make here. And the first trade we're gonna make is gonna be Sabotka. I'm used to going to the bottom of the list for 80 overalls, but instead he's second from the top. We're gonna be trading Sabotka to Minnesota for a 4th and a 5th round pick in, I believe I had 2019 written down. But, you know what, we'll try for a 4th in 2019 and a 4th in 2018, see if that'll work. Proposed trade. Trade accepted. Very nicely done. So we got more than we bargained for initially. And, skaters, do we have an issue here? Let's just see what the problem is. But we do have more trades to make. How many forwards do we have? Okay, Burmistrov. I don't know why he was scratched. He must have been injured. Alright. You know what? Let's just go best lines. Not like we have anyone who we're really wanting to play anyway. Next up, we do need to take on some cap. So we're going to be trading to New Jersey for the contract of Ryan Clough, who's technically retired. So again, it's just going to be the contract of Ryan Clough. It's not going to be Ryan Clough himself. We have no intentions of playing him in the AHL, and if we do, then it's probably because of the computer. And we're going to see if we can get him for a 7th round pick here. Proposed trade rejected. All right, we'll go. You know what? We'll go 2 7ths. Sure. Really? All right, we'll try a 6th for next year. I thought 2 7ths would work. Let's see. Trade accepted. Okay. So we got some cap in the form of Ryan Clough's contract. And now the big kahuna trade. We're going to be trading to Nashville. And we are going to be getting their 1st round pick and potentially a 2nd. I don't want to guarantee it though. And we are going to be sending back to Nashville Matthias Ekholm. He's got some pretty nice trade value. He has got a great contract, so I think Nashville would be willing to take him back. Let's see if we can get this. I don't think this will work, but if not, then we can always maybe settle for just the 1st round pick, or maybe we could get a 3rd round pick in there. Proposed trade. Yeah, too far off. Okay, so I think the 1st round pick will work. So I want to get a 3rd in there, see if that'll work. Proposed trade. Too far off. Okay, we'll try a 4th since we had to give up our 6th to get Clough. Swing the value just a touch. Alright, so we'll try to get a 5th here. If we could get a 6th back as well. Alright, so the 5th, that worked. Now we do have a roster error. Or no, we don't, as apparently we have 18 skaters that must have called up. Oh, yeah, Clough. Nope. Well, you know what? He can stay up here. I just don't want him dressed. So I'll call up... Are we missing a forward? No, we're missing a defenseman. So I will call up... I don't want to call up Liljegren. You know what? We'll have a forward play the point. Why not? Again, we're rebuilding here, so what does it matter? Let's see. Malkin. Nope. I'll call up Bolig. He's scratched anyway. So, yep, best lines. And I hope that didn't do best lines for the AHL. Let's see. Yeah, alright. Petrovich, Malkin, and Hartigan are all where they should be, so that's good. And Nordstrom is playing the point. That is okay with me. Those are all the trades we're going to be making. Let's get to the simulation, and hopefully we can really begin this tank. Alright, one thing I also wanted to try to do is... Do we have any extra goaltenders in the minors? No, we don't. We have Matson and Scrivens. Alright. Oh, Glass. Perfect. That's actually perfect as to what we want to do here. And yes, indeed, we're going to be scratching one of these guys to replace with Jeff Glass, because we're going all out here in this tank. But the issue is, who do I want to scratch? I think I'll scratch Korpisalo. He's already played 17 games as a backup goaltender. That's usually enough. And we'll leave Grubauer in as the backup, and Jeff Glass, you are getting the time. You got to prove yourself, bud. If you want to stay in at a professional level of any kind, you got to show what you can do in the at the highest level here. So, and you know what? Just to make sure, we'll go into the settings. Rules. Auto-rotate goalies. Off. 69 overall, Jeff Glass, everybody. Your 2017-18 season goaltender for the Seattle Emerald Empire. Alright, tank is officially on. Let's go, boys. I'm not wasting any more time with winning games. Go up to the end of the season, and let's hope for at least 15 losses. That is a 6-3 win against Nashville. How it, what? Alright, we're getting points. Why? Guys, seriously? Alright, Dallas, Burmeister has been injured with an injured groin. That's just great. Assistant coach replace. Yeah. You know what? It's probably going to replace him with Klo, but whatever. I didn't want to play Klo, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Marcus Kruger, no, decline. 2-1 win for Anaheim. Burmistrov is available to play. Alright, edit lines. So we will, address Klo. So we're going to put Burmistrov back in there. Hopefully Klo enjoyed coming out of retirement for a game or two. 4-3 loss, 92 loss. There you go. That makes sense. 4-2 loss. There you go. Keep it going, boys. Keep it going. Scouting trip. Yep, we will go to. What do we need? What do we need? SHL. Yeah, we'll scout. We'll scout a SHL for a little bit. We'll scout for 1 month. It's really only Dahlin that we need to scout there anyway. All right, 4-0 loss against the Capitals. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, we got 1 win against Toronto, but we are back in the L's column with San Jose. Calgary. Chris Tierney is out with a mild concussion. Estimated return is April 1st. Replace player. Whatever. And Chris Tierney. Just continue. Just continue. Wait until the simulation's done. You know what? We'll get him back in there for the last 4 games. He's young. He needs to play. I just wanted to wait until he was fully back. So, and actually, it just occurred to me that I never checked the injuries or the stats in the last video. So, I mean, this is more of a throwaway season, so it's not really necessary to begin with, but I do still have to get in the habit of doing that. So I will check it right after I do this, and whatever it was I was doing. Ryan Klo, right, we got to scratch him for Chris Tierney. Yep, and then we'll do best lines once again. Nope, got to get Klo out of there. And put Nordstrom in. Perfect. And Reed Boucher's on the point, apparently. And nope, we got to get... Alright, you know what? We'll leave Korpisalo in there now. We'll rotate him out, and we'll put Glass back in. There you go. Final 4 games of the regular season. You know what? Again, we may as well just simulate the final 4 games, and then we'll check the stats and the injuries and everything. See who's going into the playoffs with a bad injury. I mean, we're obviously... Well, not obviously. Like, we might actually have a chance here if we win the rest of these games, which I really hope we don't. Oh, come on. Please don't. Alright, there you go. A 6-3 loss against Boston. We got points in 3 out of the 4 of those games, so I really don't know. We could be on the cusp, to be honest. We could be right on the cusp. Yeah, I know. Look at that. Look at that. Look how close we were in our first year, and we were intentionally trying to tank. Like, 86 points in our first year. Alright, please tell me Chicago 85. That's brilliant. All right. Hopefully one of us gets the lottery because, man, that did not go as intended. That really did not go as intended. I thought we were going to tank hard, but we have more wins than we do losses, technically. All right. Connor Brown with 54 points. Deneau with 51. Jerome McGinley with 45. 25 goals. Very nice season for him. Hopefully he rides out in retirement very nicely. And Chris Tierney with 43 points. JT Brown with 34. Vatanen with 34. Brodin with 34. Dzingel with 29. Smith-Pelly with 29. Lawton with 27. Hopefully he gets better for the future because we need him as a face-off man. Alexander Burmistrov with 24 points. Reed Boucher with 23. Ryan Clough apparently played on New Jersey, so I guess it's okay that we broke our rule of not wanting to play him. But he was really just injury fill-in anyway, which is kind of ironic given that he retired due to injury. Kopp with 11 points in 28 games. Nordstrom with 7 points in 26. Grelchik with 6 in 39, and then Bullock with 4 in 20. Stevens with 4 in 39, and Ouellette with 4 in 61. So let's check the goaltenders now. Yep, Grubauer played 51 games, 925 save percentage. Glass had a 896 save percentage in 20 games, and Glass had a better save percentage than Jonas Korpisalo. Oh my. And better goals against average as well. And Grubauer had an assist. Very nice. So now, here's the part I'm really interested in. Let's check out our AHL team. Oscar Muller had 77 points down there in the minors. Let's check out rookie skaters. Chuck Hartigan is a 70 overall. Wow. Pretty good growth out of him. Alex Petrovich is Abraham Petrovich is a 67 overall. Very nice for him. Yuri Malkin is a 59. So he didn't get as much growth as these two guys did, but he still got some pretty good growth in there. I think he started the year as a 54, right? So still got some growth. Timothy Liljegren with a 67 overall. He started as a 66, so he didn't get too much growth out of that. Hopefully he jumps in the offseason. And then the rookie goaltenders, I don't think we had any yet. Because it was Madison and Scrivens for the majority of the year, besides Subban, who we traded for a first-round pick. So, yeah, there is the minors. Let's check out the team stats, not for the minors, but for the NHL. Let's see what happened. Goals for per game. We actually scored the third most in our division, 2.61. What is going on with this team, man? Goals against per game, we had 2.98. Power play actually was tied for first in the division, 19.6. What? All right, you know what? I think the power play kind of won us some games. I don't know how that's possible. Our penalty kill was bad. I really don't know what was going on with this season, guys. I couldn't tell you the randomness of this game. All right, so injury report. Let's see what teams are going into the playoffs with some bad injuries. So St. Louis, nothing. Tampa has lost Andre Schuster to a concussion until April 17th. Remember, they lost Stamkos earlier on when we were looking to do the trade block. Toronto, nothing. Vancouver, nothing. Vegas, nothing. Washington, nothing. Nope. Hold on. Luke Shen with a pulled groin until April 17th. Boston, nothing. Trevor Van Riemsdyk with a mild concussion until April 14th, so he'll be back pretty soon. Dallas, nope. All good there. Mirko Mueller is out for New Jersey with a hip pointer, returning April 29th, so he's out for a fair while there. Travis Hamonic with a concussion, returning on the 15th. Ottawa has lost Craig Anderson to a presumable head injury. Pittsburgh has lost Chris Letang to a concussion until May 6th, so that could very well affect their playoff run, and, well, assuming they're in the playoffs, I would guess they were. And he is out with a head injury. And then San Jose has lost Justin Braun to a wrist sprain. And that is it. So, yeah, I didn't check the stats and the injuries as much as I would have liked to. But it's good to get in the habit of it, since this was kind of, a throwaway season anyway. Or it was supposed to be. But we were apparently 2 points away, like literally 2 wins away from being in the playoffs. I guess a weak division. I really don't. There's no other way to explain that. But we are not in the playoffs. Neither is Chicago, so we still have a slight chance at the lottery. And it appears no team really effectively tanked this year. The least amount of points were Vancouver, Vegas, and Arizona with 78. And then it was Philadelphia with 82. Detroit with 85, Nashville with 84. So all the worst teams in the NHL this year were kind of almost even in a way, in that none of them were really, tanking. I mean, we were trying to tank, but we just the EA simulation, you know, wanted us to win for some reason. I guess it recognized that we were tanking. I don't know. You can't explain it. You really can't. All right. So let's see what happens in the playoffs. Actually, you know what? The Oregon Trail are in the playoffs. 55, 22, and 5. Great regular season. First regular season for the Oregon Trail. Let's follow them for a little bit. And see what happens against the series against Utica. So let's actually slow sim these, because this is probably the only playoffs we'll see for a while. So, first period, nothing happened. And second period, a goal by Vern Fiddler on Thatcher Demko. And third period, we're going to overtime. And a goal by Archibald on Matson. And that is going to be a win in overtime in Game 1 for the Utica Comets. And let's try for a Game 2 win here, boys. Meaningful playoff hockey for the rookies of the Seattle Emerald Empire. I can't complain about this. First period, nice. Mike Brown. Mike Brown with the goal on Thatcher Demko. Okay, second period, nothing happening. Third period, very nice. Steven Reinprecht and Vern Fiddler. All the veterans on this team stepping up in the playoffs. Very nice. That's what I like to see. All right, get up to game number 3 here. First 3 wins the series. Series tied 1-1. First period. All right. Goal by Patrick Reimer, but a goal by Jordan Subban as well on Matson. Second period. There you go. Loftman and Hardigan with a goal. Nice. The rookies stepping up as well. And third period. There you go. Ryan Pulock with a goal and Peterson with a goal on Matson. But that does not matter as we are up 2-1 in the series against Utica. So hopefully they can keep going here in Oregon. Amateur Scout. We will go... Let's go to the National League for forwards for 3 weeks. Game number 4. In Utica. We can win it right here. Go off to the second round. First period. There you go. Goal by DuPont on defense. Second period. And a goal by LeBate on Matson. Third period. We're going to overtime. Goal by Yuri Malkin, baby. Nice. All right. Overtime. Nothing happening. Second overtime. And a goal by Chuck Hardigan. The clutch rookies. And we're going off to the second round. So very nicely done there, boys. And let's see who we have in the second round here. We have the Toronto Marlies. All right. Here we go. This is where it starts getting serious. This is the 7-game series beginning against Toronto. First period, 2 goals for Toronto, Griffith and Valiev. Second period, nothing happening. And third period, that is 2 goals for Oregon, but another 2 goals for Toronto, Kalinin and Valiev. So that is a Game 1 loss for the Oregon Trail. That is just fine. You know what? We're playing meaningful playoff hockey for these young guys on the 4th line and for Liljegren. So that's all that matters here. First period. All right. Goal by Kalinin and a goal by Ryan Pulock. Second period. And that's a goal by Koivisto. Third period. And that is going to be the W for Oregon Trail in game number 2. We saw this before. And Dennis Rasmussen has been injured. Replaced player. As I was saying, we saw this before against Utica. So hopefully they can keep going here, and we can win in the next 3 or 4 games. First period, nothing happening. Second period, a goal by Ben Smith, I think, presumably. I don't know, because there's Brendan Smith as well, right? So third period, oh baby, yes, Chuck Hardigan. Abraham Petrovich, almost said Alex again. And then Abraham Petrovich with the empty netter. And that is going to be a 2-1 series lead for Oregon. Keep it going, boys. Keep it going. I like what I see. Definitely a promising future for these young rookies in Seattle. All right, in Toronto, first period. Goal by Mueller on Matson. Second period, that is a goal by Griffith on Matson. Third period. All right, so you knew they were going to have 1 game in them at least. Well, I mean, this is technically their second win. Goal by Patrick Reimer, but does not count for much as they're going to lose that game 5-1. And the series is tied 2-2, so we're going to at least 6 here. Game number 5. Let's see what's happening. First period. Goal by Patrick Reimer. All right. Nice. First period. Or second period. Goal by Pulak, but 2 goals by Kalinin and Mueller. And we're headed into the third period, tied 2-2. Let's see what's going to happen. And a goal by Kalinin is going to put Toronto up 3-2. So we have to pull off a comeback here. 2 wins against the Toronto Marlies would be very nice for this team. All right, game number 6 in Toronto. Not looking good. First period, nothing happening. Second period, and not looking good. Goals by Smith and Gauthier, and a goal by Abraham Petrovich. So at least our, you know what, the good takeaway from these playoffs in the minor leagues is that all of our rookies are contributing. We saw Malkin contribute. We saw Hardigan contribute quite a few times, and same thing with Petrovich. So I'd say it's a fairly, even though we just lost this series against Toronto, it was a very successful playoff run for the Oregon Trail in their first year. So, yeah, let's go up back to the NHL and simulate up to the NHL draft, which we are not going to do today, but we will see the results of the lottery because we're already up to like 21 minutes on this video. So let's see, what area do I want to scout last? I think I'll scout Russia for defensemen for, really? 6 weeks isn't the rest of the time? Okay. I'll go 1 month then for defensemen, and then we'll go the rest of the time for forwards in Russia. All right. So that should happen soon. June 1st, who wins the Stanley Cup? Who is it going to be? It is going to be, as it continues to make me wait, and it is going to be the Toronto Marlies for the Calder Cup, and the Stanley Cup goes to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Very interesting. So there's the salary cap. Edit scouting assignment one more time. Forwards, Russia, 3 weeks. There you go. All right, let's see who retires, and let's see where we stand in the draft. And we are going to be all the way down at number 9. And that was with the trade to Chicago. Number 9 and number 11. So, do we want to trade up, or do we want to pick number 9 and pick number 11? Ah, man. That did not go as planned. But you know what? At least we got 2 lottery picks. But I was really hoping that Chicago one would be a top 5. So Iggy retired, Reinbrecht retired, DuPont and Fiddler. Yep. Good for all of them. Happy retirement, boys. All right, let's see. Day before the draft, let's take a look at the draft class one more time, just so you guys can see, and see who we should draft. So we have pick 9 and pick 11 in the first round. So who do we take? There's Akil Thomas, McDonald, Zadina, Dahlin, Veleno. They're all going top 5. It's saying, man, any of these guys really, Zadina, Dahlin, and Veleno, they'd be very nice to have on our team. McIsaac, Gruel, or however it's pronounced. I never really learned how to pronounce that name. How's that name pronounced, all you French Canadians out there? Alexiev, Bodwin, again, not really too sure. Ryan Merkley, I know he might be a good pickup at number 9. If we can possibly get him. Jet Wu as well. Ryan McLeod. Yeah. Xavier Bouchard. Antti Pilstrom, who's a medium starter, but we don't have him scouted. So he could be a risk right there. Evan Bouchard, I know he's pretty good as well. It's like a top 4, isn't he? All right, there's the draft class. Again, kind of sucks that we didn't get a top 5 pick out of that Chicago pick, but what are you going to do? I tried helping out Chicago by moving Ekholm to Nashville and Saboka to Minnesota because they were both behind Chicago and not too far behind either. I think by like 2 points at most. So, didn't work out though. Did not work out the way we wanted. So, let me know what we should do at the draft. Should we trade up using picks 9 and 11, or maybe using assets of the future? You know, or maybe in Grubauer or Corpusalo potentially. Let me know what we should do. trade up or keep picks 9 and 11. So let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one when we do the draft, the reset stage, and hopefully free agency. See you guys then.